Hey guys, welcome back to Mission Well Crochet, and today is day 2 of our 12 days of Stitchmas. If you don't know already, my husband has put together an advent calendar for me, and that's probably what we're going to start with today. I'm going to pull out, so my husband set it up so we're counting down. So yesterday was 12, which was a pretty awesome major gift, and I tried it out last night, loved it. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you catch day 1 of Stitchmas. But for today, we're going with 11 because it's 11 days to Christmas. So, it kind of smells like peppermint. So, I don't think we should peppermints because this is flat, but we'll see what's in it. All right. Ah, there's a little Christmas card. All right. Merry Christmas. Wishing you all kinds of good things, happiness, laughter, love, and wishing them for you, not just at Christmas, but all through the year. Miss Bree. This card is to inform you of a pattern shopping spree, good for as many patterns as you shall need this Christmas. Troy. Well, that should be fun. Ooh. I think I know exactly what patterns I'm going to get. I might have to take you on a little pattern shopping spree with me. That's super exciting. Well, that'll be probably coming up in a later video. For today, actually, what I had planned was I wanted to share with you a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer crochet kit that I got. My mom bought it for me quite a while ago. And I finally got around to opening it because I wanted to open it at Christmas time. So I thought I would show you what's inside the kit. And I'm going to make the Rudolph that's in the kit because the kit comes with everything to make Rudolph. And I'll show you how it comes out. So the crochet kits are kind of hit or miss. I've had some good ones and I've had some pretty bad ones. So we'll see where this one hits. So let's go down to the table and check that out, and then I'll show you the results at the end. All right, here we are down at the table. Now, let's take a quick look at the box. We've got the Crochet Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We can see a little view of the yarn up here. We got Rudolph on the front, book instructions, create 6 characters. This says create 6 classic Christmas characters. Grab your crochet hook and capture the wonder of the beloved holiday classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Make Rudolph, Clarice, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, Hermie, and the Abominable Snowman come to life. Spread the cheer to boys and girls of all ages. This delightful kit comes with the materials you need to make Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, including 4 colors of yarn, embroidery floss, felt, safety eyes, red bead for the nose, stuffing, a crochet hook, and yarn needle. So this kit's only going to make me Rudolph. So I'll start with Rudolph and I'll go from there, and then eventually I'll come and do the Abominable Snowman. So let's pop this baby open. Alright, right off the bat, I can see here's our crochet hook, pretty much exactly what I would expect to be in one of these kits. We got, whoops. All right, we'll take a look at this first. So there's our 2 eyes. There's our 2 eyes, our red bead for the nose, our tapestry needle for weaving in our ends or embroidering the eyes on maybe. We got stuffing. We've got a tiny little hank of brown yarn. We've got just a smidgen of darker brown yarn. We've got a little bit of white yarn, a little bit of black yarn, and the most exciting part, as far as I'm concerned, the book. So, here's our book. Looks like minimal damage from Mr. Oscar. But this looks fairly similar. I'm just going to flip through the pages real quick to give you an idea of what it looks like. Looks like the rest of this box is empty. I don't see anything else. Let's just pop that out, double check. Yep, just a nice size
hole down here at the bottom. You might be able to see my finger. So, since this box is damaged, place that off to the side. All right, so we got our stuffing, eyes, nose, our needle, the white, the brown, the teeny tiny bit of the dark brown, the black crochet hook, and we have our book here. So just wanted to show you real quick, this is the book that comes in the other kit that has the 12 characters. So it's pretty similar. I'll have to look later and see if, you know, it's exactly the same pattern. I'm assuming it probably will be. But this one, I'm going to open it up here. If you happen to get the 12 character kit, you're looking at the snowman. You're looking at some of the toys from the Island Misfit Toys. You've got the doll. You've got the Charlie in the Box. You have the elephant. And you have the keeper. You have Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We have Rudolph. And we have Clarice, Hermie, the Abominable Snowman, and Yukon Cornelius, of course. So, just to give you an idea, if you do decide, if you're debating between the 6 character or the 12, you get quite a bit more, and I would recommend going with the 12. So, I'll meet you back up once I finish Rudolph and show you. I'll meet up with you again when I finish Rudolph.
All right, so we're back. And here's how Rudolph came off. Now, I know I might be a little old, but I remember Rudolph having 4 legs. And my Rudolph, there was not enough for 4 legs. So mine's a 3-legged Rudolph. Somehow, I don't know how, but I ended up running out of the brown color I needed for the rest of it to do his other leg. So, and I always try with these kits to be like really careful with how much I'm using, because I mean, there's a lot of times I've come up short. It's weird. I feel like a lot of times with these kits, I come up like short on yarn, or I come up with excessive amount of extra. But I will say most of the time it's short on yarn. And considering how little this guy is, like, there's no reason why there shouldn't have been enough. So kind of a bummer on that. But I will say the kits, basically, I feel like when I get them, it's for the patterns themselves. And the patterns are, you know, they're decent. I personally would not say that they're beginner friendly, but I will say that, you know, if you have a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of experience, most of the times you can figure the patterns out. I mean, sometimes like I myself even get confused, because I'll be like, well, the stitch count doesn't add up. That's usually like how like a lot of people get tripped up, is like you get to the end of the row and you're like, wait a minute, you know, you've either run out of room to put in more stitches, or like you're like, okay, I should be at the end, but your stitch marker is like 10 stitches away. So would I recommend the kit? I would say, like, if you're buying it knowing that you want the patterns out of it, I think it's a cheap way to get, you know, quite a few patterns. But I'm not buying it for the kit thinking I'm going to make all the things, you know, use the yarn it comes with, make all the things that are in the kit. So that's just my own personal experience. I don't think that they're a bad thing to buy for somebody who enjoys crochet, who is a seasoned crocheter, but I don't believe either that you're learning how to crochet from these kits. I mean, the pictures, there's not enough pictures a lot of times to figure everything out. Like, for instance, there was one spot where it said to do an invisible decrease, and there was like one picture, and I thought, you know what, if I didn't know how to do an invisible decrease, I wouldn't be able to do this, because that one little picture wasn't going to show me how to do it. So, I mean, maybe if you're somebody who's like really good at understanding like directions that are just words and no pictures, maybe you could figure it out. But for me personally, I'm a visual learner and I need lots of pictures. I would need all those things. all those visuals to be able to figure it out. So Rudolph the three-legged reindeer, he came out pretty cute, but I wouldn't recommend it for somebody who's trying to learn to crochet. So thank you for tuning in, and tomorrow we'll be back with something new. I think, just a little hint, I think we'll be cooking up something together tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.